Hey guys, it's Dom here, and today we have a Northern Realms siege warfare kind of deck. And this is basically just a deck I wanted to make because I wanted to actually use the card Siege. And I thought, oh well, let's get a few soldiers in there just so we can get off the crew abilities. And let me show you how this goes in a match. Right, so we're up against Northern Realms as well, so that's cool.
Onward!
They're playing the one
Attack!
which is like, they get to boost an ally by one, like every 2 turns, I think. Right, so we're going to be getting rid of a few of our warfare cards in hand, and you know our siege ladder can go as well. Maybe get rid of our siege tower. You're going to be hearing the word siege a lot in this video, I do apologise for that. The reason why we went for magic lamp over the tactical advantage, which is the boost by 5, is just because it's nicer to have another unit on the board, rather than have that boost which they can just reset. We got down our siege engine first just because it means we can get the vitality off, hopefully by the time this round ends. I don't know what kind of Northern Realms deck they'll be playing, but Immortal Cavalry is a strong opener.
For your blood the desert does thirst.
And I don't really know how we want to proceed with this, to be honest. I mean, a Siege Master is quite nice.
I pass on every
Just a 5 stat block there, and if we do have to play any warfare cards, we'll now be boosting our siege engine to the left by 1. Okay, so is it some sort of like boosting deck? Did they mean to play it back there? I mean, we'll play our Trebuchet just so we're kind of pinging them, and now we've got kind of optimal builds for Siege Master's ability as well. Oh, great. To be honest, we could just pass here. We haven't really got too much to demonstrate in this round. If they're going for like a lot of boosts, especially boosts over time, I have a feeling they're going to want a long round 3, which is exactly what we want as well. So if we just, you know, let them do their thing, take this round, or don't, you know, then we can have a stronger kind of final round if they push now, or if not, we have control over the game. Okay, that will do it. Yeah, because they get this second boost off as well, which is a little bit dirty. Okay, well, we haven't really used anything of importance this round. And, I mean, we got 1 whole gold card out of them. And a Tremerian Drummer, which is probably something quite important to them. So we're okay with that. We'll be getting rid of our Siege Ladder again, probably. And Boiling Oil. Just because Siege Ladder is only something we have for cards like Trebuchet. If we're up against like a movement deck or something, which means we can move them back. Okay. Now, there's not actually much we can do against this. But it will snowball if we don't kind of take care of it, which is the issue. I mean, that's bleeding, so that's not going to break the shield. Basically, we need to break the shield. And from looking at the deck, I'm guessing they have stuff which will give a lot of shields. So we might actually have to Phallibor here, which is very unfortunate. Because it's bloody not optimal, but it's the best thing we can do in this situation, sadly. Seeing what warfare cards we have in deck. Yeah, I mean, it is on the back row, so we can get a Trebuchet. But we'd have to use the pincer maneuver, that's the issue. And that means heavily investing in this round. In a rate where they could just pass next turn and we'll be a lot worse off for round 3. Things it's a boost by 2 as well, so it's actually very important we deal with it now. I mean, I guess if we play a warfare card, actually, then I have a bloody flail, actually, because we've got 2 soldiers on board. The rest goes to bleeding. That means we're starting to work down that bleed effect. Sort of cold out our deck as well. I mean, it's a decent maneuver for what we're going to have to deal with. Okay, so they are actually willing to invest in this round, it would seem.
Left, right.
Issue is we don't have any, like, just straight up removal cards in our deck, so we can't rely on anything like that. I don't know how much longer they're going to play this. I'm thinking, do I use pincer maneuver? Do I heavily invest? Yeah, I'm going to have to heavily invest in this round. And I hope they're not going to be doing anything too ridiculous. I mean, I guess just play Siege Master now with the pincer maneuver. And then put a trebuchet in hand. Because now we can play that trebuchet as well. Obviously put it next to our Siege Master and Falibor, so, you know, it's in between two soldiers, I guess. Doesn't have a crew ability, but, you know, just a bit of placement, I guess. Okay, I think they played both their drummers, which is a bit interesting, so, yeah, tell you what, I think if we use our War Chariot, and now I'm starting to think we really should have put that trebuchet down to the other side of Siege Master, but oh well. Yeah, that was a mistake. Should have put trebuchet to the left of Siege Master and what I just put down in between the two soldiers. Oh well. Hopefully that bleeding, or missing out of that bleeding, isn't too much of an issue. I mean, they've put down a lot of really important cards to what I'm assuming is their game plan. So, I have a feeling they're going to actually invest enough in this round that Siege is worthwhile playing. Because now we're starting to ping their back row as well. So every turn we're actually starting to get a slight bit of an edge over them. They haven't re-put on the unit shield, so I'm guessing they don't actually have a shield to put on. I mean, they do, but they didn't give it to their... Okay, right, let's use reinforcements to get another one of these then. Start pinging a lot at the back row and get a battering ram. Just, I don't think we're going to be able to get away with our siege. They're probably going to use their removal on it if they have any. I mean, it's obvious where the Vistoga of Corvo buff's going to go, and the heat waves having to get used on the scenario on the last stage, so it's not too bad for us, I guess. Right. We move the battering ram forward, and if we play Siege Ladder as well, because I have a feeling that surely they must realise that they've kind of overexpanded this. They should have surely conceded this round earlier, because now they're in a bit of a awkward position. The thing is now, if they do concede, we're like a card up next round, so we could just end up having that extra bit of power, which is enough to take the game for us. Especially as we have a very good legendary in hand with our Queenie woman. Okay, so yeah, that's round 2 taken. It's a good thing they kind of pushed quite a bit there. Well, it's good that they pushed enough that we got to get off our kind of long round cards at least. The Mortal Cavalry is 6 points, that's worth it. Triss Telekinesis is really good. We'll get rid of the Siege Ladder, and do we risk mulliganing Boiling Oil? I guess so. Bombardment. I think I would have preferred Boiling Oil, but oh well. We'll get down our Queen first, just so I don't misplay. And because it's a very powerful 9-point swing with a lot of shielded units, so if they have any things like Bombardment or random hit cards, it means that there's a chance that it just gets wasted on shields. Okay, so yeah, it's cards like that which is the reason why I'm sort of regretting Bombardment over Boiling Oil, just because they want to be hit almost.
Is too hot, the camel cares not.
Let's get down to even more Mortal Cavalry. Look at that art, that's cool as hell. Okay, sure. I mean, they haven't really got the best of targets to go for. Yeah, 1 shield, 2 shield, 3 shield. Yeah, no. I mean, I guess unless they've got more kind of removal cards to hit my units, but
Alone us follows.
if it's a Blind Fury, then they've sort of not really got that good a chance to kind of hit my units anymore. Okay. I mean, it's good that we got out cards like that before using Bombardment and probably breaking the Immortal's shield. So we'll get down Trollolol now, just because we will be playing at least one Warfare card, maybe two, with Triss, depending on which one it grabs. Okay. I mean, Purifying isn't an issue with us at the moment, so we'll just put down Triss, and what's 40? Nah, we don't want that. I guess Boiling Oil is just perfect for this situation because it's the most damage and it's a Warfare card, so that's going to help out Trollolol. And to be honest, it is actually tempting just to like leave it at that, but I don't know what their final card is. So I don't know what it could even be to turn the tides. I mean, interesting, but it's not enough. So we will use Bombardment, I guess. We don't really need to, but I'll just use Trollol's ability, use Bombardment, and leave it at that. But anyway, that's going to end this game. If you have enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you next time.